Isn't it exciting when an NBA player somehow manages to anger the sporting clothes giant? Yes, this seems far-fetched, but our fun guy, Kawhi Leonard, has managed to do just that with Nike. In case you didn't already know, Nike is one of the largest sponsors for the NBA. Every team's jersey has a Nike swoosh logo. Our exciting story revolves around this very swoosh logo. Let's get into it. But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2022 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple. First off, here's the real story behind Kawhi Leonard peeled off the Nike logo during Media Day. After more than a year away, Kawhi Leonard was at last back in the spotlight, and he seized the chance to gain attention. Along with his engaging personality and lightheartedness, he stood out by making a contentious gesture at Nike, the league's official supplier of gear. This Media Day gave him the chance to formally re-establish contact with the NBA after more than a year away. To reassure everyone about his current form, he used this opportunity to do that and more. Kawhi utilized this chance to deliver a strong message to his #1 enemy, Nike. He and the firm are at odds over a deal that went bad, and Kawhi has devised a really cunning way to get even. None of Kawhi's photos during the Media Day has the Nike swoosh logo, as that was removed beforehand. Kawhi Leonard wears New Balance apparel, which explains why he has no interest in working with Nike. Many fans have applauded this gesture of loyalty towards New Balance, but there is more to this story. After certain problems that resulted in a court dispute, The Claw, a former Nike athlete, has a new sponsor. Leonard seems to be very content with his current circumstances, to the point that he refuses to work with Nike, at least not on Media Day. Next, so why did The Claw sue Nike, and how did it end? The major point of contention is why Kawhi does not want to associate with Nike. Kawhi was represented by Nike, but now things seem sour between the two. During their partnership, Nike managed to market Kawhi along with the Claw logo. The logo spelt out Claw and was in the shape of a large hand, emphasizing Kawhi's large hands. Nike used the concept to create related properties during the ensuing years, such as many iterations of the logo. Leonard, however, is adamant that he still has final control over how the logo looks. Throughout the 2010s, as Leonard progressively developed into a very marketable celebrity, Nike offered a range of clothing and footwear with the Claw logo. In 2018, Leonard and Nike cut ties, and Leonard later signed an endorsement deal with New Balance. Since Nike registered what Leonard claims to be his logo with the U.S. Copyright Office in Washington, D.C., he has asked a judge to declare that he is the only author of the mark and that Nike committed fraud by doing so. Conversely, Nike has vehemently rejected Leonard's version of events and has filed a lawsuit against him for copyright infringement, contract breach, and fraud. Although Leonard submitted a concept of a design with Nike back in 2011, the sportswear company insists that its current emblem is sufficiently different and better than what Leonard had in mind. Nike also emphasizes Leonard's admission that Nike was crucial in developing his idea into a standalone product that could be sold. The court has ruled in favor of the brand, hence this has created the current controversy. Coming up, Kawhi has gotten in trouble with sponsors before as well. Another scandal? Yeah, that's right. Leonard has not only had issues with Nike, but there was also a much smaller issue with Gatorade. Even though it was seen by many as just hilarious, we are sure the company was not happy at first. Many called Leonard the fun guy for his actions on and off the court. There have been times when the media has caught into his actions and talked about them. The current controversy is not the only time he's gotten in trouble with the brand. Another league sponsor, Gatorade, has had its share of Kawhi issues. After receiving the MVP award for the All-Star Game, Leonard arrived at the post-game's news conference in his car, removed a bottle of Gatorade from the table, and reminded everyone in no uncertain terms that Gatorade is not his sponsor. The NBA is sponsored by Gatorade, therefore the league was not pleased. Many people found it funny that he blatantly told the reason why he was removing the bottle. The player did not want to give extra limelight to the brand as they do not sponsor him, but one can argue that this did not go as planned. The viral video was loved by many, and it inadvertently gave Gatorade more publicity. But that doesn't matter to our resident fun guy, does it? Now, what happens when something similar is done by the greatest in basketball? This is not the first time this has happened in basketball. It makes even more impact when the GOAT of basketball does something like this. Yes, we are talking about LeBron James. This time the story is in favor of Nike though. James has a lifetime contract and has worked with Nike since the beginning of his career. LeBron's cooperation has also aided in his emergence as a billionaire. In exchange, Nike has increased the value of its brand over time by leveraging LeBron's name. All things considered, there is unflinching allegiance between the two sides. In that regard, James demonstrated once more last Saturday as he participated in the Drew Drew League. LeBron donned a Drew League jersey with an Adidas logo on it. James donning an Adidas jersey while playing would have looked awful because Adidas is one of Nike's main rivals. The star even shared the photo with his 631,000 Instagram followers. Well, when you're as big as LeBron in the NBA circuit, you can get away with these things, right? LBJ and Nike have been a team since the start of his career. LeBron James, at 18 years old, turned down offers of $110 million from Reebok and $70 million from Adidas in favor of a 7-year, $90 million deal with Nike. He famously said, "I am a Nike guy." That's cold. Now, for some other news of interest. Next on the list, Kawhi had to sit out the previous season, so when is he returning? Kawhi Leonard tore the cruciate ligaments in his right knee a year and 3 months ago. The player has since been injured, which cost the Los Angeles Clippers last season. There's excellent news for the squad, as the new NBA season is set to start, since head coach Tyronn Lue has stated when he will return to the field. About time, don't you think? Leonard will make a comeback the following Monday when the club plays the Portland Trail Blazers in a preseason game, according to Lue. For the Los Angeles team, who are looking for a prosperous 2022-2023 season, it's the finest news possible. Despite this, the Clippers want to be patient with him, especially in light of how long he has been out. Coming up, let's talk about Paul George and his return. Paul George has been missing from the Clippers as well. The star faced an elbow injury. On December 6, 2021, Paul George suffered a UCL injury while playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. He and Jusuf Nurkic dove for a stray ball at the precise moment of injury. When Paul George was playing, the team was on track to earn the 6th seed and escape the play-in tournament. Instead, as a result of that terrible event, George was forced to miss 48 games and the team finished 8th. Yeah, let that sink in. With the return of our star player, the coach is hopeful that the team will perform well. The Clippers ended with the NBA's 8th best defensive rating last season, despite playing without Leonard the entire year and having George available for only 31 games due to injuries. They allowed 109.5 points per 100 possessions. The areas for development were clear. The Clippers have struggled to rebound throughout the season, and as a result, opponents have averaged a league-high 15 points per game on second-chance opportunities. They also rank in the bottom third of the league in terms of fast break points allowed. Do you guys agree with the coach here? Lastly, Clippers owner Ballmer is the richest person to own a sports team. The LA Clippers lost twice in the NBA play-in round and finished 9th in the Western Conference last season, but their owner is still in charge. According to Forbes, Steve Ballmer is the richest owner in professional sports for the 8th straight year. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. Ballmer, who led Microsoft as CEO from 2000 to 2014, is thought to have an $83 billion fortune. Ballmer is also listed as the 8th richest person in the world by the Journal, despite his wealth dropping by $13.5 billion as a result of Microsoft's stock valuation. Since purchasing the Clippers in 2014, he has held the title of the richest owner in all of the sports. The top 10 richest owners list is dominated by the NFL, even though a basketball owner is at the top. Isn't that interesting? That's a wrap. Let us know in the comments below what you think of Kawhi's action and whether he should be fined. Hit like and click that subscribe button, and we will be back with another video. Bye!